Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie, and this is your weekly reading for July 26th through August 1st. Quick disclaimer. This is a general reading, cannot possibly resonate with everyone. Take what applies, leave the rest. This reading is for this week, however, time is an illusion and the future is never set in stone. So, these messages may apply now, next week, or last week, or never. If you feel this reading isn't for you, you're probably right. There are hundreds of other wonderful readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. So go check them out if you want to. I cuss sometimes, and I'm bad at sugarcoating, but anything I say, it always comes from a place of love and understanding. Okay, my channel is a judgment-free zone. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, physicist, neurologist, dentist, veterinarian, psychologist, or professor of any kind. I'm just a girl with a passion for tarot, and anything that I say that resembles advice is based solely on my opinion, based on my ever-evolving cornucopia of experiences and observations, as well as interpretations of the cards and little bits that may pop into my head intuitively from time to time. And if you didn't catch all that, I'll leave it in the description. So, with that out of the way, alright, so this week we are starting out with an archetype card again, and I already drew it before I started recording because shuffling. So, you guys got the unseen. Okay, and this refers to literally anything that can be described as the unseen, but more specifically, this indicates that you guys have, your spirit guides are very close or present to you at this time. Potentially they are trying to get information or wisdom to you. Whether it be through showing you signs or giving you dreams or visions or just you noticing little things here and there that remind you of things, okay? Your guides, your passed on loved ones, whoever it is in the unseen realm that is trying to protect you and guide you, they are trying to get a message to you right now, so be aware of that. Be looking around for any signs that may be significant to you that I wouldn't know to think of. So, aside from that, we'll go ahead and we'll pull a card for the cosmic energies that are going to affect you guys this week, and then we'll move on to the tarot. So what cosmic energies are present this week that are affecting Virgo? Oh, new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. So, that's pretty straightforward. You may have something to offer somebody else or many other people at this time, and so in any opportunity that you can, give back to your community, give back to your friends or your family or whoever around you needs it. Because there may be someone out there who the only person who can help them is you. So, be aware of that as we move forward. Okay, so to the tarot. First, I'll pull some cards from the tarot, and then I will dig into the oracle cards a little bit. We'll start out, though, with a card that can describe for us the state of your material life. I don't know, earthly things. So we have the Four of Zend, which in this deck is the Four of Pentacles, and it did come out reversed, so it may be time for you guys to start saving money or at least spending a little more conservatively. Whether it be because money is tight or there's a possibility of money being tight, or you may just be like, you're in a good spot and Spirit is telling you to slow down and hang on to your money just in case. And actually, now that I think about it, perhaps the reason why you save your money is because you may need it to help somebody down the road. I don't know for sure, but it's a possibility. So, next card that I'm going to pull is going to be a card for your mental state, your mental status this week for Virgo, the mental. And we got the Fool. Okay, so mentally you may be starting, you may be starting a new project, you may be starting out on a new journey, or, the little journeys that we go along when, we're on the big journey. Something that you are exploring and something that you may be curious about. some kind of new something that you are moving towards at this time. You have no experience necessarily. You don't know what to expect, and you're just wrapped up in the adventure of it. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what we got going on in the emotional for Virgo. What's going on emotionally, Virgo? So in the emotional, we actually have the 8 of Zent, which is the 8 of Pentacles, which is all about mastering your craft. So if we put that in the emotional position, then to me that is you gaining control of your emotions, or starting to understand your emotions more and being able to channel them appropriately. In fact, perhaps you are feeling a lot of emotions right now, and you are able to channel those emotions into your work so that you can, it's like a little extra energy boost. You are working through your emotions by kind of just taking them out on your work. And as long as that is productive and not destructive, then that is a great way to do it. Now we'll go ahead and we'll draw a card for how things are on a spiritual level for Virgo this week. How's the spiritual things going for Virgo this week? We have the 3 of Arms. Okay, so there is something going on that either is happening now, it already happened, perhaps it will happen this week, hopefully not, but some kind of betrayal, some kind of heartbreak, something very painful that has occurred that is propelling you forward on your spiritual journey. It's pushing you to look for answers outside of the physical, outside of what we can prove to exist. In fact, it pushes you into the unseen here to, to find a way to heal from whatever this pain, this trauma is for you. So next we'll go ahead, we'll pull a card for your general situation, the situation that you may encounter this week, what will be most relevant to you. And we have the Apprentice of Scent, which is the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, my throat getting dry. Water, need water. Okay, sorry about that. So you may be starting out something new job, new project. Maybe there's something that you've been learning about and practicing for a long time, and you're about to start putting that into practice. You're about to try something for the first time. Right? Like this guy, he's like drafting blueprints and making plans and sketching things out before he actually starts building whatever it is that he's going to build. So that's the stage that you may be in this week, where you are getting ready to put plans into action. Something that, and you've been working really hard at it too. This isn't just like a whim. This is something that's been in the works for a while, and you're about to actually like start creating it, which is very exciting. Let's see. Get a couple challenges for Virgo this week. What are a couple challenges the Virgo may encounter this week? So we have the Supervisor of Wires, which is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a challenge, maybe another individual that you may encounter who's getting in the way of your process, or somebody who may, what they want may contradict what you want, and they may be really headstrong and not necessarily willing to budge. And so you may have to find a way to compromise with somebody who doesn't necessarily agree with your plans or want to go along with what you're doing. Or perhaps you'll just have to, I don't know. I get that feeling of like, like you're trying to convince your boss or your business partner to go in a new direction. And they don't really want to hear any of it because they've got their idea of what they want to do. And so now you're in this position where you either have to try to convince them or find compromise, or you have to work around them. So we'll see as we get more cards on the table how that's going to go. Let's see. One more challenge for Virgo, please, this week. Okay, we have a 3 of Wires, which is the 3 of Wands. It is in reverse. And so what that tells me is that there's like usually upright, it's a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough that allows you to plan forward, to move forward, to see the next step ahead. So you may be stuck right now, and you may be stuck again on that Queen of Wands. That Queen of Wands who doesn't want to budge, doesn't want to give you the space that you need to work, doesn't want to go along with your plan because either she doesn't trust it, or she wants something different. So, and being that you are if you are the apprentice, that is, I suppose, there is a chance that perhaps you are the Queen of Wands here, and the apprentice is somebody else, and they're trying to do something or get around you to make something happen or do something, but like they're stuck, or you're stuck. There's stuckness here with this Three of Wands, but I really feel like there's somebody getting in the way of your process, and that is what's stopping you from making this breakthrough and being able to push forward into the next chapter and then the next level of the process. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and we'll pull a couple cards for advantages that you have that you can use this week. What are some advantages of Virgo this week? The Magician. All right, very powerful. So you have the ability to manifest whatever you want. Truly, you do not need this Queen of Wands to make this happen. It seems to be more of a respect thing. You're not going to disobey her necessarily, or you're not going to just ignore how she feels just because you want something. Like, you are being respectful. You are seeing you see this individual perhaps as an equal. You value their opinion, and even if you think that they're not right, or even if you think that perhaps they would change their mind if you could just show them what, a physical manifestation of what you have in mind. They're still, like, that's what you're getting hung up on. But as the Magician here, this being your advantage, like, you really don't need to keep her happy in order to do what you want to do. But that's your choice. I'm not advising anybody to go over their boss's head if that's what this is about. I'm just saying that, like, you have the power. You have the ability. You have the know-how. And if you can convince that queen there to let you through, to let you get past and to start getting to work, then, that's when you're going to make that breakthrough here. Let's get one more advantage for Virgo. What is one more advantage Virgo has this week? Okay, we have the Ten of Pentacles, but it is in reverse. So that tells me that it is stability, it is legacy, it is a strong, solid career and retirement. Like, this is your dream. This is what you want. This is what you want to create for yourself. Okay, and since you don't have it yet, but it is popping up as an advantage. So that tells me that you are driven by this dream of, building this legacy for yourself. Having the white picket fence and the dog and the kids. You want it all. And so that's what's pushing you forward in this process. And so that, being able to draw on that inspiration and that motivation, that is going to help you move forward when things seem impossible or like they're not going anywhere. So one more tarot card will be the lesson for this week. What is the lesson for Virgo this week? We have the Three of Zent. Perfect. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork. So you guys, whoever they are, whoever is which, y'all got to learn how to work together. That is the only way that you're going to be able to manifest what you want, while being on the up and up. Now, it's always an option to lie or be sneaky and to move around others when they're not being favorable to you. However, we come back here to this new moon in Virgo, right? A time to give rather than take. And to me, that kind of suggests that it is not the time to go over the queen's head. Compromise. Find a compromise. It's still going to be worth it. It may not be exactly what you originally planned it would be, but nothing ever turns out the way we really planned for it anyway. So see if you can't find a compromise with this individual. Find a way to include them even, so that it's not just, you running the whole show. Maybe they want to have a say too. Allow that. Work together, because you could create something really special if you're willing to work with this other individual. So now we'll go ahead, we'll move on, pull some oracle cards. I want to see what past influences may be affecting you guys this week. Okay, past influences affecting Virgo. Okay, past influences. We have Arwen. I think is how you say that. Master of the Great Hunt, authority, the hunt, and natural balance. So you are a natural leader. Very good at getting what you want. Very resourceful. And you have been very successful in the past. This isn't your first rodeo, and so that is coming to play now. And the reason why this may actually cause an issue for you is if you are used to being the leader, but in this dynamic you are not the leader, then that's where a lot of issues may pop up for you. But it's all about being able to relinquish a little control to somebody else, because sometimes two heads are better than one. Not always, but sometimes. Sometimes. So the next card that we'll pull, we're going to pull a card to signify your subconscious influences this week. So what's going on in the subconscious for Virgo this week? Okay, so we have the Beast. So this is in reference to your shadow. Something going on in the shadow for you guys that needs to be addressed and recognized. Perhaps it could be something that motivates you. These could also be darker, less positive tendencies that you may have that are starting to come out in this process, especially if you're getting frustrated with this other individual that doesn't seem to want to go along with your plans. Okay, so perhaps you find yourself becoming agitated or manipulative in order to try to get what you want. So remember, go back to this new moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. Okay. Is your inner beast coming out? Do you need to tame that shit? Think about it. Because there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, look, these two dudes even look kind of the same. So, and everybody has a dark side. Everybody can be shitty sometimes. It's normal. Make sure that you are being careful not to do that this time around, though. You want to do this right. Whatever this is that you're trying to manifest, you want to put nothing but good energy into it, and you want everybody to be on board and in the know so that no problems arise later. Don't need to be building up no negative karma at this point. Okay, so the next card that we'll go ahead and we'll pull a card for energy that you are attracting this week. What energy is Virgo attracting this week? We have the squirrel. How cute. Responsibility and balance. Okay, so perhaps part of the lesson for you, this Three of Pentacles, right? This is a general lesson for the week, but maybe part of that is being responsible and maintaining balance, and that balance may be a power, like a balance of a power structure between you and somebody else. And also responsibility, the idea of like doing your duty for your company or your work or your family or whoever it is, right? Whoever it is that's involved with you in this situation primarily. You are responsible for something in particular with that individual or with that group, and you need to take that seriously, which I'm sure you do as a Virgo. Take responsibility very seriously. You're also probably fairly balanced, so just a little reminder. And also, because that is energy that you're attracting, you may be attracting like-minded individuals who are also very responsible and balanced, and then they may have a lot to offer the creative process for you guys. So we'll go ahead and we'll draw a card for something that you guys can let go of this week to lighten your load and make your process a little bit easier. Let's see what Virgo can let go of this week. Okay, so we have the white glove. And the white glove is it's about status and image. Okay, so this could be an ego thing. A lot of people, a lot of readings, this is coming out. as far as what needs to be let go is ego, or like a desire for money and status and grandeur. Okay, maybe part of the reason why you're having a hard time working with this individual up here on this project is because you really want the credit, like, and you feel that it was your idea and you want to put in all the work because you want all the credit and you don't really want to share it. And so in this process of give and take, like, you are giving, when you work with other individuals, you are also giving them, you know, equal part of the credit of the creation. And that is fair. And that is what's right in this situation. And you just have to let go of that desire to be able to say, I did that all by myself. Because, honestly, we rarely do things 100% by ourselves. Everybody can use help every once in a while. There's nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to that. And as I said before, more brains are better than one brain when it comes to brainstorming and coming up with ideas and thinking of ways to make something work when it may not have before. Like, it's just good to have a lot of different opinions and a lot of different input. So let go of that need to be special. Let go of that need to, be the guy who got the job done, because this is a team effort here. And it should be. Like, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it won't be whole. It won't be right if only one person contributes to the project, because everybody has something special and unique to contribute. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we will pull a card. 2 cards, actually. Let's see what your strengths are this week, Virgo, that you can take advantage of, things that will help you, that you already have. Strengths for Virgo this week. Okay, so we have memory. And to me, this kind of connects to this Arwen card, okay? Memory, remembering back to things that you've done in the past, things that you've achieved in the past, and kind of letting those experiences guide you in this new experience. But this could also have to do with soul memory, especially when we have the unseen as our archetype card for you guys this week. So Spirit may be pushing you to remember something specific that is going to help you in your process. And because every Virgo is different, then it could be anything that you need to remember. It could be a past life memory. It could be something from when you were younger. So it could be something from last year even. Like, there's no telling. It's a very individual process necessary, like the process of memory. Anyway, tangent. What else do we got? One more strength for Virgo. Love. Okay. This project may be a bit of a love child for you. Like, you love what it is that you're creating, and that may be why you're so picky, and why you care who's involved and who touches it and whatnot. But your ability to love and be compassionate, and all as in combination with your memories of what you've learned in the past, these are going to be the things that propel you forward to help you move through this next week, whatever it is that you're going through specifically in your life. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull 2 more cards for advice before we wrap up today's reading. What advice do I have for Virgo this week? Okay, so we have Cosmic Lives. Cosmic Lives, and to me this does tap into this memory card over here. So perhaps this is past lives, even past lives on other planets that you've lived that you need to be remembering or tapping into to help you in this process right now. And so your guides, the unseen that's coming through to you to try to communicate a message, they may even be from these other cosmic lives that you've lived, and they're sending you signs now to show you or to guide you to remember what it is that you already know that you need in order to move forward now in this life. I'll do one more advice card. Okay, we have Middle World, Present. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm reading this in a couple ways. one thing popped into my head right away was that something from one of your past lives is being brought into the present now. And that could be, or is present in your life now, excuse me. And so this, again, this may be a guide from another planet or from somewhere else in the universe that you knew in a different life, who is coming here now in the present to communicate to you, to get through to you. So, meditation, really. Meditation, you can use, I don't know, Google it. There's lots of different ways, lots of different meditations, different frequencies of music that you can listen to get your brain in the right state in order to try to explore those past lives, figure that out. But, you know, keep an eye out for those signs because they are there. Spirit is trying to get a hold of you. Pick up the damn phone. Alright, let's see. Okay, so, two more cards. Lenormand cards. We're gonna get the best possible outcome for this situation for the week for you guys, for Virgo. Best possible outcome for Virgo, please. Alright, we've got the Cross, which is responsibility, burden, duty. Okay, we have the Cross and the Anchor. So to me, this has to do with your divine purpose. This is what you came on this life to do. And this work that you need to do is what keeps you tied to Earth. This is what's anchoring you in this realm, on this planet, at this time. So through that spiritual work, through meditation, dream work, shadow work, this is where you're going to find the understanding and the inspiration and the motivation to complete your mission here on Earth. But to me, this communicates that this is your, not only is this your soul mission, but this may be your last life on Earth. Because we have 35 and 36, which are the last two cards in this deck, suggesting completion of a cycle or completion of, you know, many cycles once you fulfill this purpose of yours. So, no pressure. So that's all I've got for you guys, Virgo, this week. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to like the video and subscribe so that you can get notified when I post other videos, which is every week. If you did, or excuse me, I already said that. I'm repeating myself. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. Good luck on your journey, and I will see you guys next week.